Hi, I'm Patty Ann Brown, and you are in the strategy room. Last week, the FBI released new documents related to the email scandal involving former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump said Tuesday that these reports prove that his Democratic rival for president fails to meet the minimum standard for running for public office. Will America agree as we near Election Day? Here to weigh in are Adam Green, Democratic strategist and co-founder of Progressive Change Campaign Committee, and Chandler Thornton, vice chair of the College Republican National Committee. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you, Patty Ann.
Hi. So Trump says the recently released documents from the FBI investigation are disqualifying for Clinton. We've heard this kind of thing from Trump before. Chandler, do you think last week's revelations add weight to his claim?
Well, Patty Ann, they absolutely do. I think, there's no question that Secretary Clinton was inappropriate with the way she handled the classified information. The question now is whether she lied about it or whether evidence was either concealed or destroyed during a federal investigation. So I think the conversation has now transitioned to whether or not she has actually lied to the American people.
So the FBI identified 13 mobile devices associated with Clinton's 2 phone numbers. The Justice Department was not able to obtain any of them. In fact, the FBI report quotes one aide as saying he destroyed 2 of Clinton's old phones by breaking them in half or hitting them with a hammer. Adam, what do you make of this?
Yeah, so just big picture for a second. Let's just stipulate that it's possible to completely disagree with someone on the issues, even think they're lying about something, and still grant that if they were in the Oval Office, they would be qualified or fit to be president and not either embarrass our country or blow up other countries. Usually, we don't have to have a debate about fitness for office. In this 2016 election, we do. The ironic part here is that the person who's unfit is clearly Donald Trump, right? When somebody is running for office and a year into their presidency is unaware that Russia invaded the Ukraine, doesn't know what the nuclear triad is, and seems eager to use nuclear weapons, that's a little bit more important than doubts about whether someone had too many cell phones, right? So you can disagree with Hillary Clinton on this, but the question of unfitness, that clearly lands on Donald Trump's plate.
Well, it's not about whether or not she had too many cell phones. It's about the fact that she had so many because she had her aides destroy the old ones, and that the FBI was therefore unable to obtain evidence off of them in their investigation.
Yeah, and once again, you can say that she did the wrong thing there, something that she has said herself. But that is not the same thing as saying someone is unfit to hold the presidency, which clearly applies to Donald Trump in this case.
All right. In a new CNN ORC poll, Donald Trump is in fact leading Hillary Clinton now, 45 to 43%, if you make it a 4-way race, with the Libertarian candidate Gary Johnson with 7% and the Green Party's Jill Stein at 2%. Chandler, is the tide turning in Trump's favor?
Yes, absolutely. And to Adam's point, if it looks like a duck, if it swims like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. We're not sure that Secretary Clinton has lied here, but the perception is that she has lied. And the CNN ORC poll that you just mentioned is highly representative of that. It shows her honest and trustworthy numbers have plummeted, and we are less than 70 days out, almost 60 days out to the election.
So both candidates have now seemed to shift their focus to appealing to the military and also retired voters, especially in the southern swing states. Mrs. Clinton using this opportunity to fire back against Trump, saying he's leading a campaign of insults. Adam, what do you think of the campaign in these close swing states?
Yeah, it's a really interesting dynamic. I think you referenced some of these third-party candidates. It's not surprising to me that as the national debate goes to things like smashing cell phones, tax returns, emails, and insults, that voters would be disgusted and want to look for alternatives. What Hillary Clinton in particular needs to do at this moment to regain some of her higher poll numbers is to turn back to the issues that voters do trust Democrats on, things like making college debt-free, expanding, not cutting Social Security benefit, reining in Wall Street and campaign finance reform. If she can get above the fray and get out of the weeds on this more petty stuff, that's how she really speaks to the hopes and dreams of Americans and inspires them to vote for her and not get so disgusted that they vote for Gary Johnson or Jill Stein.
All right, we will see what happens. Thank you both, Adam and Chandler, for joining us today.
Thank you.
And for more on the 2016 election, go to foxnews.com. I'm Patty Ann Brown. Thanks for watching.